As we jump ball from the Duro Fieldhouse. Rivera going to win it, and Gabby Hudson going to get it, and the Scots are going to come out immediately. It looks like in a little bit of man-to-man defense. Some high screen action going. Havica going to swing it across, and the first trip underneath, and it's Kamaria Rivera down low with the basket. Karis McIntosh going to run point for the Scots, being guarded by Hoffman. Gives it off to Benson. Top screen action. They're going to get it down low. And that shot's going to come up short by Megan Rouse. Gabby Hudson right now on a 3-on-2 break. Going to find Havica from the corner. And that money ball is good. And a great start for your Stormy Petrels. Mia 1 for 1 from downtown. Petrels playing man-to-man defense. They will switch usually 1 through 4. Leah Melton going to be called a little bit too physical up top. Amanda Neff tried to drive past her. Leah got some body contact there. 5-0 here in the first period. Remember, women's basketball, it will be 4 10-minute periods. Covenant going to inbound. Havica with a good defensive deny. Kick out right now, number 11. Neff going to fire a 3, rebounded by Melton. She's going to give it up to Hoffman. Hoffman with a pull-up jumper. That one's going to be off the mark. Rivera picks that up, goes down low. She's going to have to get out of the lane. She does. Melton going to drive in with the right hand. Nice dish to Kamaria Rivera for the lay-in. I told you, Malia worked on her game this entire offseason. And that was a nice drive and dish, under control. Covenant going to get a kick out now. McIntosh from downtown to get 38% a year ago. That ball's going to be dug out of there by Gabby Hudson. And Hudson on the hop right now, going to get it pushed across. Hoffman going to take it, and looks like a little box set action right now. Watch him practice with the Petrels. Really good motion out of this offense. Trying to find quality shots. Havica, 15-footer from Rivera. That's going to be off the mark. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Malia Melton on the rebound. That's going to be 2 on her. And an immediate substitution coming in for the first time. 6'4" freshman out of Savannah, Georgia, Kat Johnson, to give some size now to the Stormy Petrels. Kamaria is going to play a lot of the 5, but they are very comfortable in putting her in at the 4 position. 7-0 Oglethorpe lead here in the first period. Scots with the ball. Johnson going to close out there. That shot's going to be off the mark by Megan Rouse. Hudson on the push. Gabby going to drive in. That's going to be knocked away in the first basket of the career for Kat Johnson on an offensive rebound and put back. And that's what happens when you're 6'4". You get underneath the basket and you get things done the right way. Johnson going to alter that shot. Wild one. Hudson on the run. She's going to back it out. Havica going to reset. Gabby going to take it here on the wing. Look underneath. She's going to drive inside. One-hand floater going to come up short. She grabs her own offensive rebound, puts it back up, and that's going to be off the mark. Gabby early on looks way more comfortable in her sophomore season than she did a year ago. Had some really good moments as a freshman. Absolutely electric with the basketball. Checking in for the first time now for the Stormy Petrels, number 11, Anna Kanza, 5'8" freshman out of Marietta. Gabby going to shoot 2. First one up and good. And a 10-0 lead for your Stormy Petrels early. Second for Gabby, pure as well. And we're going to get a timeout. Nope, no timeout on the floor. Gabby's going to check out. Checking in for the first time, number 22, Briley Elder, 5'9" freshman out of Swanee, Georgia, up by where I live. I believe Briley, if I talked to her correctly, was a Duke fan. So I had to give her a little mess for being a Blue Devil fan. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Elder going to come up with a rebound, and she's immediately pushing it. Hoffman going to drive in, head fake, nice turnaround layup, and that's going to come off the mark and miss. Rebounded by McIntosh for the Scots. Covenant looking for their first basket of the day. Dribbling in a little underhand scoop shot, and that's going to be an excuse me foul called on Kamaria Rivera. Amanda Neff tried to do an underhanded scoop shot and lay that one in. And Rivera going to be called for a very questionable foul. And the Scots going to look for their first points of the game. Neff's first free throw off the back iron. Good conversation with Coach Ritchie about the talent that he was able to acquire and bring in, the growth of some of the young women from a year ago, and he's really confident that this team can play well and be even better. Checking in now for the first time, number 12, Elizabeth Lewick, a 5'10 freshman out of Atlanta. If you see the recurring theme, a lot of Georgia women here on the Oglethorpe roster. Keeping it local, keeping it close to home. Hoffman running point. Elder with it. And they're going to get a travel on Kanza. Set and reset her feet. Got to be in the shooting position. Unfortunately, shuffled them before firing the three. Checking in for the Scots, number 22, Abby Witt. And also checking in, number 13, Jess Gatanos. Had a good conversation with Jess. Shout out to her family who's listening down in St. Augustine, Florida. They're Gator fans. I told her I won't hold that against them. Very engaging young woman. Very energetic, very happy to be out there. Runs the point very well. Scots have a three fired from the corner, no good. Rebound going to come off, scrapped and battled for. And they're going to call that a foul, it looks like, on number 13, Megan Rouse. Loose ball foul as she was diving for the ball and ran into a Stormy Petrel. Gatanos now going to run point. So trying to get you caught up, it's Gatanos, it's Lewick. You're also going to have Elder, you're going to have Johnson, and you are going to have Kanza all on the floor for the Stormy Petrels. Gatanos driving in. Going to have to dribble that one back out and reset. Elder with it up top. Three ball on the way, and that's going to be pure. Up and down for Anna Kanza. She got the puppy set on that one, and it's 14-1 Stormy Petrels. Good defense here. Johnson kind of playing off a little bit, using her length. And they're going to call another travel. This one on Madison Blevins, who checked in. She is a 5'10" senior out of Pittsburgh, Tennessee. And the Petrels off and running early. Gatanos with it now, going to dribble it across. Kanza has it. Swing it to the wing to Elder. Lewick with the ball back up top. Kanza the lefty. A little high post action here. No foul called on a reach, and that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by McIntosh. Thought Johnson may have been fouled driving in, but no call on that one. 14-1 Oglethorpe with an early lead. 5:06 to go here in the first period. Johnson going to get it now at the foul line. High post action. She's going to turn and fire from 17. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound battled for and taken by Rouse. McIntosh going to stop and pop for three, hit the back iron, and that one's going to be rebounded. Dribbled in, and no call on that either. Gatanos one way downtown, and that three ball is going to be pure. She got the feet set behind the three-point line, and it's 17-1 Oglethorpe as they are off and running. And again, you're seeing they're switching 1 through 5. Gatanos up on the top just is absolutely locking down. Three ball fired off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds. And we're going to get Kamari Rivera, and it looks like we are going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. 4:19 to play here in the first period. Oglethorpe off and running with a 17-1 lead over Covenant College here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Back on the Oglethorpe Sports Network, Stormy Petrels with a 17-1 lead. We'll reset the lineup. Looks like we've got 22, Briley Elder. Jessica Tanos, number 13. Anna Kanza, Kamaria Rivera in. They're going to get her the ball underneath. Ball's going to be knocked away. Kamaria spins over the strong shoulder. Rebound, put back, no good. Kamaria with it again, and that was going to go out of bounds for Oglethorpe. Good effort there by Lewick, and checking in for the first time, number 15, Carly Bell, 5'7" senior out of Scottsboro, Alabama. Also Gabby Hudson back in, and Mia Havica. Carly, another one who dealt with a devastating injury about a year and a half ago. Finally got rid of the big brace that she had, more of a knee sleeve this year, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Kamaria Rivera, and I believe that's going to be her second foul. And Kat Johnson going to sub right back in. Yep, 2 on Kamaria. Moving screen, didn't get her feet set. In for Covenant, it's going to be McIntosh. Looks like number 5, Riley Smith, has checked in. Number 0, Madison Blevins. Also, you have 13, Megan Rouse. And number 22, Abby Witt. Witt going to drive in, spin that one off the glass. No good. Gabby Hudson flying in for the rebound, and the Petrels will push the action. Gabby going to drive in, right-hand layup, comes up just a little bit short. Johnson saves it but steps out of bounds. Coming in now for the first time, number 14, Ella Grace Squires, 6-foot sophomore forward out of Thomasville, Georgia. Home of Charlie Ward. I'll be going to see Florida State this weekend take on the University of Miami. We'll be back here on Sunday afternoon, my voice notwithstanding, and I apologize in advance for what it's going to sound like after spending 12 hours on a college football field. Squires has the ball up top, drive in, corner 3 up, and that one's going to go down for Riley Smith. First basket of the game, took to the 3:10 mark of the first period before the Scots could knock down a shot. And Oglethorpe with a 17-4 lead. Bell has it up top. Both teams playing man-to-man. Underneath to Johnson, one-on-one. Cat, jump hook. That's going to be blocked out of there by Ella Grace Squires. And the Scots going to push it. Havica playing defense. Another 3-ball on the way. That one's going to be off the back iron. Mia going to come up with the rebound and push it. Mia in the middle of the floor. Swings it to Gabby. Gatanos now going to come up top and run the offense. Swings it across to Bell, over to Gabby. Hudson with it, back to Carly. Carly looking for that 3-point shot. Havica with a pump fake. She's going to drive in and have it stripped from behind by Riley Smith. Smith now with it, bringing it across, and Gatanos going to pick her up. 3-ball on the way, and that one's going to go down. Karis McIntosh, again, I mentioned, she shot 38% a year ago, and it's a 17-7 ball game. 6-0 run now for the Scots. Oglethorpe going to have to get a better shot here. Offense has been a little bit stagnant, and McIntosh comes up with a steal. She's going to sprint out and lay it up and in. And an 8-0 run now for Covenant. Oglethorpe's gotten a little bit sloppy with the basketball. Gatanos now going to back it up, and they're going to run a high post action. She's going to fire a 3, and that's going to go down. Second 3 for Jess. And it's 20-9 Stormy Petrels. And Jess going to come up with the strip. That's picked up by Johnson. Don't know how they don't call a foul there, and they are going to call one now on number 14, Ella Grace Squires. Squires did a good job stopping a fast break. Oglethorpe was going to have about a 4-on-1 break. She dove in and came up with the foul. Now we're going to have a substitution. Coming back in is going to be Allison Hoffman and also Anna Kanza. Gatanos going to check out, as is Gabby Hudson. Havica going to stay on the floor with Kat Johnson. And also Carly Bell. 20-9 the score. Minute 15 to go here in the first period. Hoffman going to handle it up top. We'll swing it high post, Johnson. Johnson might have got away with a travel there. Head faked at the foul line. Bell going to drive in, kick it corner. Hoffman's jumper up and pure. And it's 22-9. After an 8-0 run, Petrels now have stormed back 5-0 on their own. Staying man-to-man. Bell going to fly out on the close. No good. Squires with the rebound, and Johnson going to smack that one out of there for her first block shot of her career. Kanza now going to bring it across. Scots get back on defense. Breezy Savage guarding up top against Allison Hoffman. Havica in the corner. They've got a 4-out set going right now with Johnson being the only post player. Now a little down screen. Hoffman going to drive in, kick it to Johnson. Johnson head fakes, goes in with the left, gets fouled, and she's going to go shoot free throws. You can tell the skill of the young 6'4" freshman out of Savannah. Kat Johnson able to go right or left hand. Always interested to see what everybody's wearing shoes-wise. I know Gabby Hudson's always somebody that the shoe game is up to par. Kat Johnson with a pink and blue ensemble, a South Beach colorway, which I am a big fan of. Cannot tell if those are the Lee Nings or if those are some Nikes at this point. First free throw up and good. Have to ask some of the young ladies tonight what they're rocking, what the shoe choice is, what the motivation is for the shoes. Johnson's second free throw up off the back iron, and that's going to be rebounded by Squires. Savage going to bring it across, and now a little half-court, three-quarter court trap action. Gabby going to dive in there, and we're going to get a jump ball scenario as Kanza dives in, and that's exactly what you want. Switching up the defense a little bit as Coach Ritchie went to a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press and almost caused a turnover, caused a loose ball situation. Elizabeth Lewick going to check back in for Anna Kanza. Kanza out. See if we go zone. Nope, it's going to be man-to-man. Johnson swats that one out of there, and it was going to be an end of the shot clock at end of the first period. First period comes to an end, and Oglethorpe doing exactly what they want, off and running. It's 23-9. We'll take a break on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Back here on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Oglethorpe 23-9 here in the first period. The shot's going to be taken underneath, flipped up, and no good by Allison Hoffman. Scott's going to get out and push. Savage going to get it across now, and that's going to be taken underneath, and they're going to get a foul on Gabby Hudson. Caught Squires with the body. Squires had good position, so I don't mind when a guard will come down and play some physical defense. We'll get you caught up on some of the stats in what was a really good first quarter for Oglethorpe. Jessica Tanos leading the way with 6 points. Kamaria Rivera 4, and Mia Havica with 3. Very balanced effort for the Stormy Petrels. Shot the ball at 40%. They held Covenant to 18%. That three ball off the mark and no good. Kanza going to come up with it. Oglethorpe perfect from downtown. Gabby's going to have that one knocked away by number 5, Riley Smith. Oglethorpe 4 of 4 from downtown. Covenant just 2 of 12. Ball going to be inbounded to Johnson. Havica going to take it. Hoffman going to have it up top. Swinging around. Covenant staying in man-to-man. Little down screen. Kanza going to fire from 3, and that one's going to be off the mark. First miss. And then we're going to get a travel. Looked like the rebound happened. Savage and then got bumped by her own teammate, Abby Witt. And unfortunately, a turnover for Covenant. And Oglethorpe will get a new shot clock. Johnson with it. Off the inbound, misses. Look at Gabby flying in for the rebound. Havica, head fake, going to kick that out. Hoffman from downtown. That one's going to be off back iron and rebounded by Squires. And now it's going to be a 2-on-1 break. Nice bounce pass, and they're going to call a foul. And rightly so. Kanza came flying in trying to get the stop. Lucy Benson had the layup attempt, had her arm raked on that one. Subbing in right now is going to be 21, Briley Elder. Also Elizabeth Lewick going to check back in. We'll pause on the floor right now. I think they're trying to figure out the foul count and who that foul was called on. Johnson going to check out. Tell she's a little bit fatigued. Freshman playing her first college game. But you love the youth and athleticism for Oglethorpe. Free throw up and pure for Lucy Benson. Leading the way for Covenant right now, Karis McIntosh, their leading returning scorer. She's got 5. Riley Smith with 3. Second free throw up and good, and it's 23-11. Young group on the floor right now. If I'm counting correctly, 4 freshmen and a sophomore for Oglethorpe. The only sophomore on the floor, Gabby Hudson. That ball is going to be turned over. McIntosh on the push. Good return as Oglethorpe gets back on defense. Ball's going to be taken underneath. Squires goes with the left hand, and a foul called again on Anna Kanza. I believe that's going to be the second on Anna. Third team foul already just a minute and a half in, and Jessica Tano is going to step back in. Just 2 for 2 from downtown. Two shots coming. Megan Rouse going to stand up and shoot 2. First free throw up and good. Not sure who our new PA announcer is. I'm going to have to find out. He's doing a great job. Got a very booming voice. Might hear him over top of me, and that's okay. Second free throw up and good, and it's 23-13. On the floor for the first time for Covenant is going to be number 30, Sydney Sandoff, a 6'4" sophomore out of Tampa, Florida. Hudson with the ball up on the wing. Sends that one across to Elder, and that ball is going to be played out of bounds. Looked like Hoffman just turned her eyes and ball went right through her hand, and an unforced error for the Stormy Petrels. Catano's going to handle up at the top. Sandoff with it at the foul line. Good screen by Sandoff. Savage going to drive in, kick it back out. Sandoff with it again. Shot clock down to 7. Force 3, and that's blocked by Hoffman. Great defensive set by Oglethorpe. Catano's going to swing it around. Elder from downtown, and my goodness, that is super pure for the 5'9" freshman out of Swanee, Georgia. Briley Elder with the 3. Coach Ritchie said he's got some young women that can absolutely shoot the rock. And you're going to get a 3-second violation there on Sydney Sandoff. And you can see that early on that Oglethorpe much more competent on the 3 ball. 5 of 7 from downtown, shooting 71% on the game. 5 of their 9 field goals have been from behind the arc. Catano's going to handle it up top. She's going to drive in right past the defense, up and in with a scoop shot. Really played the defense like a fiddle on that one. Set them up, kind of got the hezzy with them, and then with the blow-by action and the lay-in for Jessamy. And we're going to have another, this is going to be a carry violation on Amanda Neff. Defense right now really turned up, as the kids like to say. Not even sure if they still say that, but it sounds good to me. Gitanos again going to drive in. This time kick it back out. Elder wide open. Another three. Down the hatch. Gitanos got him that time with the drive and then the kick as Elder had the feet set and ready to roll and knocks down the three. And we're going to get another turnover for Covenant. This time Neff coming across. Thought she was going to have a lane and the switching defense confused her. And the ball is turned over. And Oglethorpe right now up 31-13. Stormy Petrels really playing well. Gitanos with it. Lewick going to come up and set a high screen. Ball's going to be taken across. Another three ball on the way. This one's going to be off the mark, and Elder cannot save it. Hoffman came up just a little bit short on that one, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Covenant. Covenant going to have to find a way to get McIntosh back involved, their leading scorer from a year ago, and exactly what they do. Three ball going to come up from the top. That's going to be off the mark. Hudson again with a rebound flying in for that one. She's going to give it up to Gitanos, who kind of stopped. Gabby going to drive in. Floater in the lane. That's going to come up just short. But then Gabby Hudson, what a hustle play. Come back in and gets it, and she's going to be rewarded with free throws. You got to love the effort out of Gabby. Missed a little floater in the lane. Came back in, grabbed the rebound, went right back into the defense. Put her body into play, and it's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws and a chance to put Oglethorpe up 20 points here in the second period. Crowd nice and quiet, being respectful. Hudson's first free throw up, and that's going to be off the back iron. No good. Kamaria Rivera and Malia Melton have had to sit most of the first half, both of them with 2 fouls. Malia had both of hers in about the first 5 minutes. And we're going to get checking in for the first time Karina Lopez, 5'8" sophomore out of Sugar Hill, Georgia. Also Mia Havica going to check back in. Hoffman and Lewick going to check out. Coming back in, Riley Smith. So it's going to be Smith, McIntosh. We're also going to have number 13, Megan Rouse, number 12, Lucy Benson. And in the corner, looks like number 11, Amanda Neff. All taken underneath there. All going to be stripped away by Johnson. Gitanos, 2-on-1 break. Let's see if she gives it up. Nope, she's going to get, that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. And Coach Ritchie not happy with that. He knew there was the bounce pass for the layup. And Jess went 1-on-2. Elder going to check out. Carly Bell back in. 32-13 your score. The ball going to be knocked away. They tried to get Karina Lopez on the cut. They're going to look again. Bell going to look to inbound, going to get it deep to Gitanos. Going to come up with a high set. Havica across to Bell. Bell back up top to Havica. Head fake. Lopez, she's going to drive in. Gets it to the foul line and kicks it back out. Bell with the three on the way off the mark. Lopez fights for it. She's going to be called for a foul as that rebound's going to be taken by Amanda Neff. Neff did a great job on that one with the box out. Lopez tried to kind of low ball and go around, and is going to be called for the foul. 32-13, 5:16 to go here in the second period. Oglethorpe back in the 2-2-1. Looks like they're picking this up almost full court. And it looks like now they're going to drop into a 2-3 zone for the first time. Havica and Gitanos up top. Johnson, Lopez, and Bell down low. Johnson has a lot of length underneath. That's going to allow a three ball, and that's going to be down and good for Riley Smith. Covenant did a good job dissecting the 2-3 zone there and getting a wide open wing three. And what you want to do against a 2-3 zone is drive into the zone and then kick it to an open shooter. Get the zone to compact. Johnson with a foul line. She's going to head fake and throw that one into row two. Almost took out the official. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Coach Ritchie wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout with you on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. And we're back on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. 4:32 to go here in the first half. Oglethorpe up 32-16. Mia Havica, Jessamy Gitanos, we have Carly Bell, Kat Johnson, and Gabby Hudson on the floor for the Stormy Petrels. They're going to stay. Nope, they're going back to man-to-man. And we're going to get an offensive foul. Great job. Mia Havica set that one up and took the charge. And I can tell you, Coach Coleman and Coach Frisbee had them working on taking charges. Mia stepped in right outside the restricted area. Checking back in is going to be Allison Hoffman. Carly Bell going to check out. Checking back in is Briley Elder. 4:21 to go. Jessamy with 8. Briley with 6. Camaria with 4. If you're wondering where Camaria Rivera's been, foul trouble for her and Malia Melton. They have been down literally most of the first half, and the young ladies for Oglethorpe really playing well. Rebound by Hoffman, kicks it back out. Elder, another 3 on the way. That one hits back iron. Rebounded underneath by Hoffman, and she's going to have that one knocked away. There were 4 Scots underneath, all putting paws on the ball, and they knocked that one away. Hudson go to inbound on a box set here. Get it into Johnson. Johnson has that one thrown back by Squire. Gets her own rebound and puts it up and in. The stick-to-itiveness from Kat Johnson to lay it in. Got the first one blocked, played Johnny on the spot and went right back. Oglethorpe back to man-to-man. And Coach Ritchie saw one possession of zone and said thanks but no thanks. We'll work on that another day. McIntosh up top to Rouse. Rouse going to drive in. Johnson's going to swat that one away. Saved underneath, but taken it out. It looks like numbers. If Oglethorpe wants to exploit them, Hoffman going to drive in, and she's going to be fouled underneath by McIntosh. I'm going to tell you, Kat Johnson brings something that Oglethorpe did not have a year ago. Camaria Rivera is a great post player, but Camaria is only, I say only, 6'1". Johnson 6'4" with long arms and the ability to block shots. First free throw up and good for Allison Hoffman. Something you have not seen for Oglethorpe, at least for the years that I've been here. Hoffman knocks both of those in. Savage going to check back in. Right now leading. It's a very balanced effort. Gitanos with 8, Elder with 6, Johnson with 5. 4 apiece for Rivera and Hoffman, 3 apiece for Havica and Hudson. 3 ball off the mark. Hudson another rebound. That's her 8th of the game already out of the guard position. And Gabby, they called her the Jet last year, and she looked like Allen Iverson on that one. Grabbed the rebound coast to coast for the lay-in and a 38-16 lead. Gotta love when you have a guard. Savage 3, and she knew that one right away that it was going down. As soon as Breezy let that one fly, she was already halfway back down the court knowing that one was going. But I was saying about Gabby, got to love the Gabby Hudson, a 5'8" guard, can rebound, and when she rebounds, it's get on the push and get out on a fast break. Like I said, much more comfortable than she was as a freshman. Hoffman's shot going to come off the mark. Elder going to rebound it. Hudson going to drive in again. Left-handed scoop up and in. What a pretty move by Gabby Hudson. 40-19 the score. 2:23 to go here in the first half. Gabby with 7 points and 8 rebounds. That ball is going to be off the mark. Taking on the rebound, no good. Flying in again is number 12, Benson. Benson has it blocked again by Johnson. 3-on-3, Hoffman going to slow this one down. Havica was trailing. Elder going to take it up top. Hoffman going to swing it around. Hudson in the corner. Johnson going to take it. One dribble. Looking to kick it out. Fires it back out to Elder. 6 on the shot clock. Hudson going to drive it again. She's going to have that one blocked. Thought she was fouled by Abby Witt, but Witt got all ball, and Gabby flies back in and deflects the pass. Covenant may have got away with a double dribble there. Johnson again! And they're going to call a foul on this one. I think it was the follow-through for Johnson. She's listed currently with 3 blocks. She's altered about 5 more of them. The follow-through, though, on Megan Rouse. Coming in for the first time, number 25, Ellie Cook, a 5'7" freshman guard out of Blue Ridge, Georgia. Lewick back in, Gatanos back in. So again, 4 freshmen and a sophomore. Mia Havica, the only sophomore on the floor. A little bit smaller team. I'm going to assume Lewick at 5'10" will now play the pivot. Catano's going to kick it. Elder wide open 3. Up and down. That's another one for Briley Elder. She's now 3 of 4 from downtown, and you can tell she wants to find the 3 ball. Covenant right back with a 3, no good. Elder going to come up with a rebound and now push the ball up the floor. Elder with a little head fake and layup. And Briley Elder with a big old smile on her face. 45-20, Oglethorpe running right now. Gatanos playing some lockdown defense up top. Goes for the steal. 3 ball from McIntosh. And that's what happens when you gamble. Karis McIntosh can absolutely shoot the rock. And as soon as Gatanos missed the steal attempt, McIntosh had the puppy set and was ready to let it fly. 24 on the shot clock, about a 12-second differential between shot and game clock. So Oglethorpe going to have to take another shot. Cook with the ball for the first time in her hands. Elder, another 3. That's going to come up short. Maybe a step too deep on that one. 20 seconds left. Cook gets a hand on it. Gatanos with the switch underneath. And that ball stripped away by Cook. Rebounded and taken up and in. Megan Rouse had the ball stripped. 3, 2. Gatanos going to come down the running 3, and that's going to be blocked at the buzzer. We'll pause here at halftime. Oglethorpe with a 20-point first half lead. Rebounded Covenant 30-17. Led the entirety of the first half, and they'll start the second half. Kamaria Rivera and Malia Melton, I talked about them in the first half. Foul trouble kept 2 of the leaders for Oglethorpe out, but they're back in. Starting 5s back on the floor. It's Hoffman, Hudson, Melton, Rivera, and Havica. For Covenant, they're going to go with the same starting 5 as well. It's going to be McIntosh, Neff, Benson, Rouse, and Savage. Savage going to drive baseline, kick it in. Left-handed shot, no good, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Have to check on Amanda Neff. She landed pretty hard out of bounds and was grabbing that lower back area. You hope Amanda's okay. Looks like she's going to stay on the floor, kind of bending down in pain a little bit right now. She's going to guard Melton. Immediately, they're going to look for Rivera. Head fake. Pump fake under, going to go up and under. Going to have that one blocked by Megan Rouse. And Covenant going to come back the other way. Melton pick up some defensive intensity there. Rouse thought about it. Kicks it out to Neff. She's going to dribble in. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on Malia Melton. And Coach Ritchie not happy with that one at all. Not sure Malia did anything. I think he's just going to leave Malia in at this point. See Rob Reisman coming in the building, one of the Oglethorpe men's team. Most of the men's team is over there watching. Uba Zigbo over there. Oglethorpe going to be off to Portland on the men's side of things. Like I mentioned, we'll be back on Sunday right here. First free throw, no good. Second one up and good, and it's 45-26. Hoffman going to bring it across. Havica up top. They're going to go high post to Rivera. She's going to put it on the floor and have that one blocked again. Second block shot in a row for Rouse. And we're going to have a jump ball that's going to stay Oglethorpe's way. Kamaria having a little bit of issue with 5'11" Megan Rouse. A couple of block shots from Megan on back-to-back possessions. We'll see if Kamaria maybe takes her out, steps out, and shoots a jump shot. Hoffman going to come across the lane and have that one come up short. Rebound taken by Rouse, and Savage going to walk it back across. And Oglethorpe going to stay man-to-man. Switching up top. McIntosh going to fire a quick trigger 3, no good. Hudson flying in. That's her 9th rebound. Oh, look out. Breezy Savage, great effort, goes diving out of bounds and crashes into Crashes into the bleacher area. Breezy looks like she's going to be okay on that one. Oglethorpe looking for their first points here of the second half. Going to go 4 out, 1 under. They're going to have Rivera come up and set a high screen. Hudson going to turn the corner, and she's going to be fouled by Savage. Savage got around the screen, tried to step up and play defense. Gabby was around the corner. Substitution for Covenant. Riley Smith going to check in. Savage going to check out on that one. Savage has 2 fouls. Coach Yost going to check her out. Rivera going to go in. Pump fake. Kicks it to Melton. Back to Hudson. Hudson with a 15-foot pull-up jumper. That's going to hit back rim. Havica flying in for the rebound. Mia going to step back. Nobody's going to guard her. She's going to shoot the 3 off the mark. Rivera with the rebound, and she has it knocked out of bounds. Possession going to stay with Oglethorpe. 19 on the shot clock. Freshmen have played really well for the Stormy Petrels. Havica swinging it around. Gabby Hudson's had a great floor game. Rivera thought about it. She's going to take a turnaround jumper, back iron that one. Havica, lucky she didn't get called for a foul there on the rebound, came flying in and bumped Smith in the back, but no call. 7:26 to go here in the third period. McIntosh going to drive in and have that one roll off the front rim. Rebounded by Rivera. Hoffman with it across. Havica, another 3 on the way. That one's up and good, and Mia Havica with her second 3 of the game. Watch Mia preseason really shoot the ball well, and you could see the confidence was there. Mia always had a real pretty shot, and that's a nice move up and in by Karis McIntosh for the layup. 10 points now for Karis, leading the way. Gitanos leading Oglethorpe with 11. Gabby with 8. Nice pass underneath, and that one's just going to roll off for Malia Melton. Gabby going to come up with a steal in the backcourt. Drive in, jumper short, tipped away, and rebounded again by Benson. Hudson almost had her 10th rebound of the game. 3 on the way from McIntosh, back rim, no good. Rivera says, Malia, I'm taking this one, and corrals her rebound, and off we go. Glass leaders right now, Gabby Hudson with 9, Hoffman and Elder both with 4 for the Stormy Petrels. 3 ball off, and Rivera, you could tell, sitting a lot there in the first half. He had a little bit of issues. Not really in rhythm right now. Jessamy Gitanos going to check back in, as is Anna Kanza. Kamaria a little bit frustrated, but we know how good she can be. Elder going to play defense up top. Stopping the drive. Kamaria playing some good defense underneath. Covenant going to have to back it back out. McIntosh going to take it up top. Dribble in, spin move. And unfortunately for Kamaria, with a couple of fouls, she kind of had to back off there. And McIntosh makes a good move in the lane to lay it up and in, and it's 48-30, Stormy Petrels with the lead. Kanza with it, looking underneath for Melton. We're going to get a jump ball called as Malia came back in, but Kanza did one of the cardinal sins there, left her feet to throw the pass. That's one that you want to head fake, get the defender in the air, and then get it underneath to Malia Melton. But either way, Briley has played a really good first game in her college career. Playing some good basketball right now, good floor game, and her ability to shoot the 3 ball, I'm telling you now, is absolutely going to change things for Oglethorpe. Briley right now, 3 of 5 from downtown. Gitanos 2 for 2. Havica 2 of 3. 3 young ladies have combined. You can throw Kanza in there 1 of 2 as well. Talking about 8 threes out of 4 players, and we're only halfway through the third period. Gitano's going to come all the way in the backcourt to be an irritant to McIntosh. And gets a knockaway. Gitano's just back there playing some relentless defense. You got to love to see that. Little cover down, the ball's going to go out of bounds. Elder stepped in, and that's what you teach your weak side defenders to do. Kat Johnson going to sub in. Kamaria Rivera going to check out. Ball into McIntosh in the corner. Gitanos guarding her. Kanza pawing at the ball, trying to get it out of the hands right now of Ella Grace Squires. Drive in, and we're going to get a foul. Who are we going to get the foul on here? 33. The foul's going to be on Kat Johnson. Number 2 on her. And Abby Witt, 6-foot junior forward out of Jackson, Mississippi, going to go and take a couple of free throws. Abby on the night, yet to score. First free throw off the mark. She'll have her second one now. Second free throw up, and Witt going to back iron that one. And 3 women fighting for it for Oglethorpe. Kat Johnson says, I'm the tallest and I'm getting the rebound. Oglethorpe struggling a little bit here in the third quarter. Game is slowed down, not to their liking. 3 ball from Kanza on the way, going to be off the mark. Melton tries to fly in and save it, steps on the line. And Alex Ritchie going to take a timeout. Not liking what he's seeing. Oglethorpe's only scored 3 points here in the second half. They do still have an 18-point lead. Want to keep you updated on some of the things going on around the Oglethorpe campus. Volleyball, Petrels had a hard loss, 3-0 against Covenant College. Kate Rosenthal, 8 kills for the Stormy Petrels. Gabby Phillips with 13 digs. Petrels will play against Center College Friday, November the 10th at noon for the first match of the SAA tournament. Congratulations to Kate Rosenthal. I saw on social media today, second team all SAA, first time for Kate to make that, so congratulations to the senior there. Men's soccer, Stormy Petrels' next match, they're heading to their first NCAA tournament match since 2019. They'll take on number 16 Colorado College at Emory on Saturday, this Saturday at 3:30. So if you're a Stormy Petrel, you want to go there and check them out. Stormy Petrel won the SAA. They defeated Rhodes 3-0 at home this past Sunday. Ben Abram, J.R. Cozine, and Luke Ferrari. That is a great name. Luke Ferrari all scored goals. A bunch of players named to the all-tournament team. Men's golf. Men's golf, the number 4 team in the nation, took 8th place at the Golf Week Division III Fall Invitationals. Beck Lewis and Sam Carmen. Top 20 finishes, followed by Michael O'Sullivan, tied for 28th. Petrels will return in the spring at the Savannah Invitational coming up on March 4th and 5th. Petrels going to pick up a little full-court token man-to-man pressure and immediately come up with a turnover. Elder knocks it away, and Gitanos has it. And she'll take it and kind of fly out of the way as Covenant tried to get back into play. 48-30. Offense, again, has kind of come to a halt. Gitanos going to go backdoor and bounce pass, picked off and taken away by number 22, Abby Witt. And the Gitanos going to come in. I think she banged knees. Actually, we're going to get a timeout. All the volleyball girls coming in here. They're returning from action, looks like. Hopefully they had a practice, one or the other. Come by to say hello at the broadcast position. 48-30 your score, 4:19 to go. Squires with the ball, 3 on the way from McIntosh, no good. Melton comes up with the ball, and Malia on the push. She'll slow it down. Gitanos with the ball up top. Kanza with a 3 on the way, and that's going to be bottoms up. Kanza again got the feet set, left hand, great rotation, and here comes Oglethorpe. Going to push up and play some man-to-man defense and really put pressure on Covenant. Almost came up with the steal, and now a 3 on the way for Riley Smith, and that's going to be good. Kanza went for the steal, just missed it. That left Smith wide open, and Smith knocks down the 3. We're going to get an official timeout on the floor right now. Not sure what's going on. Melton going to check out. Rivera going to check back in. 51-33 your score. Gitanos, Kanza, Elder, Johnson, and Rivera. 2 bigs on the floor for the first time. Now you can play Kamaria more at the high post and give her some room. And she'll try to get it underneath the Johnson. Johnson going to be fouled by Ella Grace Squires. That's going to lead to a substitution. Megan Rouse going to check back in. Squire's going to check out. 3:23 to go here in the third period. Oglethorpe has led throughout. Elder looking to get it in. Gets it into Gitanos over on the wing. Saying hi to all of our Oglethorpe women. We'll give high fives to all of them. I'm missing a little action, but that's okay. There we go. Looking underneath to Rivera. Rivera going to get it. She's going to be fouled underneath. Layup not going to count. 51-33 is your score. 3:09 to go. 3 team fouls. It is hot in here today. I'm sweating like crazy. Gaetano's going to take it over in the corner, kick it around top to Elder. Johnson with it, going to head fake, drive in, kick it across. Gaetano's back out, open three. That's up and good. Jessamy with her third three of the night. And Oglethorpe now up 21. Jessamy tries to come across in the backcourt to get the steal. Kanza going to play some defense up top. McIntosh drives in, corner three up. That's going to be off the mark. Johnson flying in for the rebound. Kanza with it across, looking for Rivera. Rivera with the head fake, spins over her strong shoulder. Right-hand hook shot, no good. That ball's going to bounce off her face. You had Abby Witt diving in. Checking back in, going to be Breezy Savage. (54-33), 2:25 to go here in the third period. Gitanos is just a pest in the backcourt. Oh, my goodness. Hope Savage is okay. She landed hard, and I think the referee's going to call a timeout to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. Jessamy comes over to say, okay, I don't think Savage was very happy with what happened there in the backcourt. Banged her head on the floor. 2:17 to go here. Third period. Oglethorpe has dominated throughout. Jessamy leading the way with 11. We're going to look for Rivera. Up top to Johnson, who's got it at the foul line. Elder head fakes Rivera, and they are double, triple, quadruple teaming her. 3 ball on the way. That's going to be off the mark and out of bounds. Covenant is not going to let Kamaria get loose. Doing whatever they can right now for her. Double, triple, quadruple teaming. Kamaria averaged about 18 a game a year ago. Freshman year SAA play. That 3 ball going to be on the way and short. Johnson does not block out, and Megan Rouse flies in for the offensive rebound and put back, and then a no look and intercepted by Savage, but she missed the layup. Savage going to stay back there and play some defense. Elder with it, looks for Johnson at the foul line. Underneath, Kanza with the ball, left-handed dribble, and she gets knocked out of bounds. She's going to be fouled there by number 5, Riley Smith. Subbing in right now, number 12, Elizabeth Lewick. She's in for Johnson. Malia Melton go to sub back in as well. Seeing who she's going to take out. She is going to take out Kanza. Neff going to check back in. 54-35. Even third quarter. Covenant has played much better defensively. Ball going to be inbounded to Lewick. Lewick going to come across. Gaetano swings that across. Elder with a head fake going to drive in. That one's going to be blocked, but she is going to be fouled on the play by number 12, Lucy Benson. It's good to see Kate Rosenthal, Gabby Phillips, Ashlyn Stevens, all coming over to say hello. Volleyball team, as we mentioned, getting ready for SAA play. Everybody getting ready now for the Thanksgiving break. Riley Elder, first free throw up and good. Elder now the leading scorer for Oglethorpe with 12. It's a heck of a college debut for Briley. Her second free throw up and good. Gabby Hudson going to check back in. Elder holds her high school record for most points in a game, 37, 8 threes in a game, most career and season three-pointers. She's Lambert's all-time leading scorer and was the freshman of the year. And apparently her favorite is anything Lady Gaga. So she likes Lady Gaga and Duke, and that three is up and good. Elizabeth Lewick from downtown. And it's 59-35 as we get ready to wrap up this third period. Driving layup there, up and good for Lucy Benson. Favorite athlete for Briley, she likes Steph Curry. She shoots like Steph Curry right now. Hoffman now bringing it across. She's also a freshman, 5'9". Favorite athlete, Sue Bird, and she's got some resemblance to Sue on the floor. Favorite pregame song, Swag Surfin', which you gotta love. Maybe we get some swag surfing going on here at Oglethorpe. 1 on the shot clock. Rivera's shot gonna be no good, and that's gonna end the third period. Stormy Petrels 59, the Scots of Covenant College 37. We'll be back for the fourth period on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Back here in the fourth quarter on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. Oglethorpe right now 59-37 over Covenant. Briley Elder leading the way with 13. Chesapeake Gaetanos with 11. Gabby Hudson with 7. Covenant played a better third period, 14-12. Oglethorpe won the third, but it's still a 22-point lead for the Stormy Petrels. Head fake out top by Neff. Swing it across. Rouse going to drive in right past Johnson. Johnson may not have gotten the block. Hudson off and running. Gives it up to Hoffman, who lays it in with the left hand and good. Allison Hoffman, her sixth point of the game. Hudson with an assist there. Melton playing some defense, layup no good, and they're going to call another foul on Malia Melton. That's her fourth foul of the game. Havica going to check in for Lewick. Free throw off the mark. Amanda Neff. Leading scorers right now for Covenant. Karis McIntosh with 12. Riley Smith 9. Megan Rouse with 7. Neff's second one up and good. Havica gets it inbounds to Hoffman. Get you some other fun facts about some of the Stormy Petrel women. They did a good job giving me bios this year, which I really like. Johnson's jump shot off the mark. Kat, a freshman out of Savannah, 6'4". First team All-Region and All-Greater Savannah twice. Offensive Player of the Year, honorable mention All-State. And I absolutely love her pregame song. Favorite pregame song, Hard in the Paint by Waka Flocka. I think when I look at Kat Johnson, I wouldn't say Waka Flocka, but that's exactly what you'll get. Favorite team for Kat? She's a Hawks and Bulldogs fan, and if you're a Bulldogs fan right now, life is good. Although the Georgia Bulldogs will play my Miami Hurricanes down in the Bahamas, thankfully on the hardwood, not on the football field, because that one would get ugly. Favorite athlete, Michael Jordan. She's a member of the Honor Society and wants to be a forensic medical examiner. My goodness. You got to be a student when you come to Oglethorpe. Not a lot going on as far as not being a student. Like, you have to be a student. You got to be super smart when it comes to that. Get you a little bio background on Gabby Hudson. Had a chance to meet with her family. Don and Lisa, mom and dad right here. Brother Dylan sitting right in front of me watching. Averaged 21 points a game in high school. Was a region player of the year. All Metro first team, all-state honorable mention. Wants to be a psychiatrist. Favorite sports team, the Mystics. Favorite player, Ja Morant. Favorite hobby, yoga. And tell her try some DDP yoga. Diamond Dallas Page, good friend of mine, former professional wrestler, does a great job with yoga. Get you caught up on some of the team stats right now. Oglethorpe shooting just 35%. I think Coach Ritchie's going to say we want more out of that, but they're shooting 52% from downtown, 11 to 21, 80% on free throws. They're out-rebounding Covenant 42-39, including 15 on the offensive glass. Blocking shots, they're doing a great job. They've got 7 blocks on the game. Hoffman going to have it. Johnson, Melton, Hudson, Havica in the game. And Covenant for the first time is going to go 2-3 zone and kind of match up out of it. Hudson with a 3 on the way. That's going to be off the back iron and no good. And rebounded, taken by Amanda Neff. And that's going to be stolen away by Allison Hoffman. Hoffman going to push. Gabby with it. Little runner in the lane, rims out and no good. 61-38 the score. Ball going to go in, layup and good. And Karis McIntosh continues to play well. That's her 14th point of the game. And it looks like Kamaria Rivera and Briley Elder going to jump up off the bench, and they're going to sub in on the next dead ball. Coach Ritchie not happy with that defensive effort. Covenant going to switch back to man-to-man. Johnson going to do a dribble handoff up top to Hoffman. Hoffman swings it around to Melton. Melton going to drive in with the left hand. Lefty layup up and good. The hoop and the harm for Malia Melton. Can tell Malia worked on the game. Little more right hand reliant a year ago. This time she puts it on the floor left-handed. Goes right at the shot blocker, lays it up and in. Hudson and Johnson are going to check out. Elder and Rivera going to check back in. Starting 5 in. Other than Gabby Hudson, Elder the only one that's not from the original 5. Melton's free throw going to hit back iron and no good. Rivera battles for it, and I think that's going to stay. No, they're going to call that one off of Kamaria. And out of bounds, 63-40. Oglethorpe has been in control from the start. Now they're going to go a little backcourt trap, and Havica going to come up with the steal, and she's going to be fouled. Great trap in the backcourt by Hoffman and Havica. Havica got the steal and was tackled. Falcons could have used some of that on Sunday afternoon when Joshua Dobbs was running around looking like a crazy person in an upset victory for Minnesota. But I love the switching defenses from Coach Ritchie. Understanding you're going to have different games, different outcomes, and you got to work on some different things. Hoffman going to get it underneath. Again, double team Rivera. And Rivera just over that right shoulder. That's the first time she really went fast. And you could see Kamaria with her 6 point. Finally went fast. Went right at the body of the shot blocker. Got it up and good. Defense by Elder, no good. Rebound taken. And they're going to call a foul. And that is a tic-tac foul on Kamaria Rivera. Abby Witt did a great job with the offensive rebound. But Kamaria now, I believe, her 4th foul. 65-40. Free throw from Witt up and good. That's Abby's first point of the game. Abby, a junior out of Jackson, Mississippi. Oh. They just called a foul on Mia Havica. It looked like the feet got tangled with her and Breezy Savage. Savage took a hard fall, and we hope Breezy's okay. It's about the third time she's landed awkwardly. Lewick going to sub back in. I guess they called the foul on Melton? Not sure. I just saw Savage take a hard fall and a foul called. Coach Ritchie trying to get some explanation of what's going on. Ball taken in underneath. Savage now going to get a 3 ball. That's up and good. Breezy going to cut the lead to 20. It's her 6th point of the game. Second 3 that Breezy's knocked down. Covenant back in a 2-3 zone. This is where you want to find somebody at that high foul line area, or just let Elder. Oh, and Elder had that one rimmed completely out. I was going to say, or just let Elder shoot him out of the zone. She has no fear, and you could tell she could flat out shoot the ball. Ball going to be taken and turned over. Rebound taken now by Hoffman. Rivera going to get it on the high post. Spot up jumper going to come up short. Rebound taken now by Abby Witt. Savage going to take it, unfortunately for her, steps out of bounds. 65-44 the score. Hoffman she's going to sub out. Hoffman going to check in. So we've got Gaetanos, Havica, Elder, Rivera, and Lewick on the floor. Elder going to bring it across. 65-44 with 5:32 to go here in the 4th period. Havica with a 3. That's going to come just off the back iron and no good. Rebound taken by McIntosh. McIntosh going to kick it across. Lewick playing defense. High foul line action for Grace Squires. McIntosh from downtown, and that's going to be off the mark, rebounded by Lewick. Lewick going to push it ahead to Elder. Elder going to put her head down and drive, kick it back out. Gaetanos, open 3 for Jessamy. That one's going to be off the back of the iron as well. Lewick going to come up with the steal, and Gaetanos now going to walk it across. Looking underneath the Rivera. She's got good post position, and Kamaria with the layup. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. Coach Yost going to take a timeout for Covenant. We've got 4:22 to go here in the 4th period. It's 67-44 Oglethorpe. We'll take a pause on the Oglethorpe Sports Network. back on the floor. First time out is going to be number 15, Kair Kennedy, 5'5" freshman guard out of Red Oak, Texas. Oglethorpe's going to get Kanza and Hudson back on the floor, as well as Kat Johnson. 4:04 to go here in the fourth. Oglethorpe has led throughout. Carly Bell going to check back in. Bell going to check in for Hudson. Interesting. Hudson had just subbed in, then subbed right back out. Covenant going to inbound it to Hannah Eidson. First time that she's had a chance to check in. Catano's going to bring it across. Kanza with it. Over to Bell. Back up top. Kanza with a head fake. Going to drive in right-handed. And she's going to get the hoop in the arm. My goodness. Hannah Kanza felt the contact, kind of flipped that one up, and that one's going to go down and good. Kanza with her 8th of the game. She's going to have a chance to sub in, or excuse me, Karina Lopez going to sub in for Briley Elder, but Kanza with a chance. Second, the free throw no good. Covenant going to bring it across, 3:45 to go. Again, Hannah Eidson in for the first time. Kair Kennedy in for the first time. That shot going to be flipped up by Lucy Benson, rebounded by Carly Bell, and Catano's going to bring it across now. Bell, a senior, and good to see Carly healthy. You know, wearing a little sleeve now after last year wearing almost like a RoboCop-like brace trying to come back from an ACL injury. Catano's going to drive in with the scoop right hand. That's going to be no good. Rebounded that time by Benson. Kennedy going to fly in, and she's going to be fouled by Anna Kanza. See if we could get to know Anna a little bit. We'll see if she put a bio up for us to know. Anna, a freshman out of Marietta, Georgia, Valor Christian Academy, over 1,200 points scored, team captain, and won some MVP awards. She's an engineering major. Lewitt going to check back in for Kat Johnson. Carly Bell from Scottsboro, Alabama. She wants to be a doctor of physical therapy. She made 2 Elite 8 appearances, a Final Four appearance, AHSAA Elite 100, all region, all area. Favorite athlete, Sabrina Linescu, said her favorite hobbies are going to the lake and playing basketball, and she loves the Lady Vols. Nothing wrong with the Lady Vols basketball team, always really good. 69-46. We're going to have a jump ball in favor of Oglethorpe. Kanza with it, Bell with it. Now underneath number 25, Ella Cook. And we're going to get a foul called, and it looks like Anna Kanza going to get a chance to go up and shoot some free throws. Ellie Cook, a 5'7" freshman out of Blue Ridge, Georgia. Do this throughout the season. Went to Fannin County High School, pre-pharmacy major. Kanza, left-hander. Second free throw off the back iron. Lewick battling for it, and that ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good individual performances from Oglethorpe, leading the way scoring. Jessamy Gaetanos with 11. Briley Elder with 13. I want to say Bryce Elder, but it's Briley Elder. 3 of 7 from downtown. Gaetanos 3 for 4. Gabby Hudson with 11 rebounds. 7 points, just needs two baskets. 3, but she just needs a 3 to get a double-double. Your assist leaders, Gaetanos with 5. Hoffman with 3. Hudson with 3. Second free throw up and good for Benson. Covenant going to go a little man-to-man pressure. Cook going to give it up. Bell going to bring it across. Lewick with a three on the way. That's going to be off the back iron. Bell with the rebound, and she's going to get the hoop and the harm. Getting the and one. Carly diving in, getting the offensive rebound. Felt the contact, went up with it, and Carly going to get a chance for the continuation, the old school three-point play. Carly going to step in here and take a three-point play, up and good. 72-47 with 2:33 to play. And look at this. Coach Ritchie still coaching. 2-2-1, three-quarter court pressure. And that ball is knocked away by Ellie Cook. Covenant going to have 2 seconds to get the ball into the front court. And they are not going to get it. I'm not sure that Covenant, I know Coach Yost was trying to tell them to get it across, but ball was inbounded into the backcourt with 2 seconds. They were not able to get the ball across before the 10-second backcourt violation. Cook going to inbound the ball. I'd like to see Karina Lopez get a shot here. Hoffman going to take it in the backcourt. Lopez, Lewick, Bell, Cook, and Cook going to get it. Bell takes it, started to size up a three. Lewick with a great screen. Bell off the back iron, rebounded there by Benson. 2 minutes to go. Kennedy going to take it across. Cook playing defense, switching up at the top. Also in for the first time, it looks like number 1, Katie Edney, a 5'8" freshman out of Piedmont, South Carolina. Also in number 31, Emma K. Looks like Emma K. Fuller, 5'7" freshman out of Albany, Louisiana. Fuller going to get a chance for her first points of the night. Free throw up and good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 72-48. Been a good home opener for Oglethorpe. Played the exact type of game that Coach Ritchie'd like to play. We'll probably talk to Alex after the game, see who he brings up. Might be Jessamy Gatanos, who might be our player of the game, either that or Gabby Hudson, one or the other. Cook with it. Bell going to go across. Lopez head fakes. She's going to dive in. Outside. Lewick from downtown, and that's going to be off the front rim. Oh, and Kennedy gets hit hard. Rebounded by Bell, and that's up at good. Hopefully Kennedy's okay. My goodness, she took a hard spill. Backcourt trap. Cons are going to dive in and steal that one, and we're going to get a jump ball scenario. Women trying to earn playing time, and you love it, playing hard for all 40 minutes here. For Coach Ritchie, that's the culture that he is developing here. 74-48, a minute and 11 to go. Lopez, Lewick, Bell, Kanza, and Cook on the floor. 3 ball from Witt. It's going to be off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Kanza. Lopez with it. Cook going to drive in, and she traveled. Lopez missed her for a layup, but had her for a 3, and then she drugged that back foot before getting the ball down. Ball going to be dribbling in, stolen by Bell, picked up by Kennedy. She's going to go diving in, and they're going to call an offensive foul. She's lowered her shoulder and ran over Ellie Cook. And Kennedy was a little fed up with the last trip down where she got hammered and there was no call. We got 42 seconds left, and Covenant now going to pick up man-to-man defense. Kanza's got it in the backcourt, and Kennedy going to pick up another foul. Things getting a little heated here at the end of the game. We're going to be in the bonus situation. Kanza going to get a chance to shoot free throws. Kanza with 8 to go along with 5 rebounds. Does have an assist. Hit a couple of threes along the way as well. And a 2 for 4 from downtown, 3 for 5 from the field. Hits her first free throw. She was 0 for 3 going into that one. Second one up and good. It's now 77-48. Stormy Petrel's going to start the year 1-0. You'll have Stormy Petrel basketball coming up on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Stormy Petrels are going to take on Ferrum College. They will actually play Friday night on the road against the Mississippi University for Women in Columbus, Mississippi, right outside of Jackson. And then they'll be back for Sunday against Ferrum College here, 2 o'clock. You can watch all the action at gopetrels.com. Then they'll have a road trip to Warren Wilson. They'll be up in Danville, Kentucky against Warren Wilson and Averett University. And then we'll be back here November the 21st, right before Thanksgiving against LaGrange College. Free throw up and off the mark for Edney. Edney trying to get her first points of the night. Katie's free throw up and good. 76-49, 23 seconds to go, and Oglethorpe could just dribble out the clock. But Covenant, again, coaching moments. They're going to attempt to play some backcourt trap. Kanza looking for Lopez. Has that one knocked out of bounds. Cook looking to inbound the ball. Fires it into Kanza. Looks behind Bell, going to back it out, and I think Carly going to dribble it out. Maybe. Carly goes behind her back. She's going to dribble out. Cook going to hold on to the basketball. She's just going to dribble across and hand it off to Lewick, and that's going to be the game. Oglethorpe 1-0 on the season as they win their season opener.